Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What is going on, everybody? Ryan here, Torsion Talk Podcast. And if you made my last episode, we talked a lot about AI and kind of an introductory podcast to a series of podcasts I'm going to do on AI. And I want to challenge you. I know this is going to be, some people believe in it, some people don't believe in it, some people are intimidated by it. Listen, you don't need to be intimidated by it. If you're not going to embrace it, I would give you, with your business, a max, probably 5 to 8 years before it's gone. If you don't embrace it, I genuinely feel like your business will be obsolete in 5 years, most likely. Because of the advancements of AI and all the things that are happening with it and the capabilities of it, I just think that businesses that use it are going to have a significant unproportional advantage to those who don't. So today we're going to talk a little bit about identifying a little bit of the jargon and some of the details in different platforms. And then next week, I want to go over how to build prompts. Building prompts to get the information out of AI is probably one of the most important components when using AI, because you want to make sure that you do it right. For that one, it'll be a little bit difficult. So you're going to want to check out our YouTube channel. You can listen to it audibly. Certainly will make sense. We're going to make sure that we do a good job of that. But I do plan on probably sharing my screen. So next week, make sure you check out our YouTube channel so you can see that as well. But I'm going to do my best to explain it in a way that you guys get it verbally, so that the podcast is legit on all podcast platforms. Today, we're going to go over some terminology, and I feel like it's going to be a pretty informative podcast for you. GPT stands for generative pre-trained transformer. Generative indicates that the model can generate texts or other data rather than just analyze it. GPT models can produce human-like text responses based on prompts or questions. And like I said, we're going to get into prompts next week. Pre-trained means the model has been trained on massive data sets before being fine-tuned for a specific task that allows GPT models to learn complex language patterns and nuances from large-scale text corpora. Transformer refers to a neural network architecture introduced in the paper Attention is All You Need. You can go check that out. Transformers excel at processing sequential data without relying on the sequential steps or recurrent connections found in recurrent neural networks. I know that's a lot, so I just wanted to lay that foundation with what GPT is. It's a generative pre-trained transformer. Now, let's talk about, breaking down some acronyms. AI is artificial intelligence. Just defining artificial intelligence is the broad field of creating machines or software that display intelligent behavior, learning, problem solving, adapting to new situations. So it's like a database that's always learning and expanding. AI spans various subfields such as machine learning, robotics, computer vision, and natural language processing. Speaking of languages, we're going to talk about machine learning real quick. Machine learning is a subset of AI that focuses on algorithms that learn patterns from data without being explicitly programmed for each task. When we talk about AI, this is kind of one of those things that uh, some people might be afraid of. Is AI learning things and capturing information, kind of having a mind of its own? An example of this is email spam detection. Systems learn to identify suspicious messages from examples of spam, non spam emails, and sorting those for you on your behalf. Deep learning, this is going even further into this, a subset of machine learning that uses artificial neural networks with multiple layers, deep neural networks, to learn complex patterns in large data sets. An example of this would be image recognition systems such as facial recognition. And then you have artificial general intelligence. Now, this is what I think we all have to be very careful and cautious of. We're getting into some like dangerous ground here. But the definition of AGI is a hypothetical form of AI that can understand, learn, and apply knowledge in any domain akin to human level intelligence. Now, ChatGPT has accomplished this for the most part. And this is where, like, when I think of this, I think about those movies where it's like, they have those robots in the home and their job is to protect you from, doing anything harmful to yourself. And define harmful, right? Like, could it be eating something that's not healthy? Could it be watching television? Whatever, right? So there's plenty of movies out there where you kind of see these robots kind of take an extreme stance on protecting. And this is kind of where I feel like we're getting into some of that when we get into AGI. It does say that currently no true AGI exists. Research in this area is still largely theoretical, but ChatGPT is pretty darn close. I do believe so. Let's see here. All right, platforms that I think you need to know about. These are probably the most popular. There are a gazillion others, right? But we're going to focus on really the most popular. ChatGPT, and I'm not going to go too deep into each one of these. I'm just going to give it like a high overview. ChatGPT is probably the one I use the most, to be honest with you. My favorite feature they rolled out, they kind of stole this, I think, from Claude, is projects. So now you can kind of have subsets of conversations. But what's cool about it is if you start a conversation with ChatGPT, you can use that to build on it, or you can start a new one and start fresh. It also has a large GPT store, per se. And I'm just going to go through some of these because I think it's pretty cool. They have a AI PDF drive, so you can turn anything into a PDF. Scholar GPT enhanced research with 200 million plus resources in building critical reading skills. They've got code. They got tutors for teaching. Teaching you stuff. I would imagine academia. They have consensus. So if you're looking for consensus data and you want to, maybe you're thinking about like launching a new location, this would be maybe a great source for this. They have a logo creator GPT in here. They have a video GPT, AI video maker powered by video GPT, generating videos with text prompts. Freaking crazy, y'all. One's created by the ChatGPT team. They have data analysts, which is great. So you can export data out of your Service Titan or whatever, put it in there and ask it to sort it or give you charts and graphs, um, pull out any anomalies, give you trends, all kinds of stuff. It's freaking crazy. Um, Dolly Dolly is a chat GPT product. It is an image creator. So you can go in, tell it what you want the image to look like, and it'll actually generate, it's an image generator. It'll generate an image based on that. Professional writing coach. So you can download this GPT into your chat GPT account, and you now like have a professional writing coach. Some of you guys need to use that on social media, including me. Aha.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for quiet hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you've put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
Let's see here. Tattoo. So if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, you can use ChatGPT to give you some mock-ups on your arm. They got writing ones, like Humanize AI. They got productivity, so they got Canva GPT. I mean, guys, this is freaking crazy. Oh, I'll tell you one that I use a lot is Co-Counsel. I love Co-Counsel because I can take contracts, I can take my terms of service, privacy policy, I can put it in there to give it prompts, and I can find my liabilities, areas of I need to improve on the document, have it type it up for me, turn it into a PDF or whatever I want, and have that corrected in a matter of minutes. Like many of you guys don't have like a terms for your quotes. This is something that you could do probably within, I don't know, if you prompted it right, you could probably do it in 30 minutes or so, maybe 45, because this is going to be like a big deal. So, your terms are going to have a lot of detail. It's going to be specific to the purchases. And what I did was I broke mine down into different categories. So, like service, new door, residential, new door, commercial, whatever. So, my whole document is broken down with terms based on category. So, anyway, this is just really cool. They got a fitness, workout, diet, PhD coach, GPT. If you're traveling, you can use AI to find you the best place to stay and or flights. I mean, like it just goes on and on and on and on, right? So that's what's really cool about ChatGPT is the ability to use it for so many different things, both personal and business, and it has all the GPTs in it. So that's ChatGPT. probably the most popular. Then you have Google Bard. Um, Google Bard is making a lot of claims. I think they're trying to stay relevant as possible because they kind of fell behind on the AI thing. But Google Bard is not one that I've used personally very often, and I don't think a lot of people do. But something that you need to be aware of. I do think that Google Bard is being utilized in search results. So when you do Google search results, let's see, best garage door company near me. Sometimes I have seen situations where it will actually give me AI information at the top of the search results, which is pretty stinking cool if you ask me. So there are some pros and cons to that. And I think we've talked a little bit about it before, but just thought I would share Google Bard with you because I think it's relevant and important. And we need to keep an eye on it because, as we all know, Google controls majority of people's search. Microsoft Bing Chat, which is powered by GPT. So this was a relationship that came into place and kind of one that I think muddied the waters a little bit. So Microsoft got involved with ChatGPT. And when they did, there was kind of like this falling out with the CEO and founder of ChatGPT. And then he left. And now they're trying to switch it from like a nonprofit, which ChatGPT was originally a nonprofit, to a for profit. So a lot of drama there. If you kind of go down the rabbit hole, you might see some drama, but nonetheless, ChatGPT is what's powering Bing Chat. All right, MidJourney. MidJourney and Dolly are similar, and MidJourney is an image generation. Probably the best one that I've used. I'm familiar with it. I've used it, and I'm a fan of it. So if you want have like a couple hours and you want to play around, it can do logos for you. It can do all kinds of image generation, and some of the Mid-Journey stuff is super powerful. I'll admit, I've not used Dolly for AI image generation yet, but I have used Mid-Journey. And if you're like wanting to get a logo, I wouldn't say do your logo in there, but if you're looking for ideas and visuals that can spark the starting point. This is great. If you want social media, post, whatever, or thumbnails for videos, Midjourney could be really good for that. Now, Claude, for me, Claude is similar to ChatGPT, especially now that ChatGPT has projects, but I truly like Claude. For a marketing agency, I like having projects broken out by like our hero, which is our clients. So, for example, if we train Claude or ChatGPT on your account and we have questions or seeking ideas, we can go into your project and ask it a question. It'll give me answers based on how we have set up the parameters for your specific account. So that's really cool. That way we kind of stay in the guidelines of what you're wanting us to as a client or a hero. We call you a hero. So that's Claude. Now, something really cool about Claude is my developer, Austin, who's been with me since day one with Mark Annuity. He built a scheduler. Um, so think something similar to Schedule Engine. He built the product using Claude and added it to the website and connected it to Service Titan all within 3 hours using Claude. Like the power that we have is crazy. And what we can do with it is unbelievable. So it's reducing time. I think you're going to start to see a lot more software tools being developed and rolled out. But what a cool way to use technology to build a online scheduler that looks good, acts great and is connected to your CRM or dispatch software. Now, two challenges that ChatGPT and Claude have is they only go back so far on their data set. So you're looking at like if they go to scan the web, they're only going to pull up data from like the last couple of years. So you don't have like a lot of historical data. And that's where this next one comes in, where we talk about perplexity. Perplexity is a little bit different in the fact that it's actually going out there and searching the web for, I don't know how many years. Let's see. Let me ask it. All right, here we go. I'm not sure if this is real. Can't be real. Let me see here. Let's go to perplexity and ask it. We got one more after this. So let's see here. New thread. How far back do you search online? Probably wasn't the best prompt, to be honest with you, but it's a lot of data, but it looks like as far back as 1990s. So anyway, perplexity is one that historically will go back further and give you some older data. So if you're looking for some older stuff. All right. Lastly, we've got Jasper. And quite frankly, I mean, I don't use Jasper. I do have an account with it. It's probably like the most expensive. Like most of these start at like $20, $25 a month. And Jasper like starts at I think $50 or $60 a month. So something to keep in consideration when it comes to Jasper is the expense of it. But one thing I will tell you right off the bat is that it's built with marketing in mind. So it kind of takes a lot of the guesswork out because they kind of created like a prompting system where they have boxed in a little bit of like, hey, what do you want to accomplish? And they guide you down the path. So if you're new to AI and you want a platform that's going to help you with things like marketing and you're not good at prompting, you don't want to deal with ChatGPT, although ChatGPT is probably way more advanced. Jasper is built more for like branding, marketing, that type of thing. So those are the top platforms that you can use when it comes to AI. And next week, we're going to cover a couple things. One of the most important things that you can do when interacting with AI is how do you prompt it? How do you teach it? Things like that. So we're going to go through and we're going to work on some prompts next week. And I think you're going to really enjoy it. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. And I'll probably also share my screen. So next week, if you want to watch that one, make sure you check it out on YouTube because I plan to do some screen share. All right. I hope you guys are doing well and you're blessed. Pray that your business continues to grow. If you need anything from me, hit me up. Let me know. I look forward to chatting with you guys. And I hope today was a informative and entertaining podcast.